Hello everyone, and welcome to my top 20 autumn or fall fragrances for the year 2016. Wow, this list has been a long time in the making, and I'm so glad that we are finally really deep into my favorite season of the year, autumn. I really love the fall time. This brings out the amazing colors. The temperature in the area where I live just gets absolutely perfect, and I just love the feeling that I get from autumn. I also love to wear some amazing fragrances in the autumn time, which I'm about to show you upcoming in this list. However, I also try and keep more or less a theme with all my fragrances from season to season. And in fall, I like to generally wear very earthy, spicy scents, sweet, but also I've been trying to expand my fragrance portfolio this autumn. I've acquired a lot of niche fragrances, and I'm really excited to show you guys all the new scents that I have been trying out. And without further ado, let's get into this list. Okay, so let's break it down. I have a lot to show you in this list. I'll have everything from niche, designer, oils, samples, everything. So be prepared, you're gonna see a lot of stuff here. Alright, so with that, let's start off this list with Two-Way Tie coming in at my number 20 spot. Both are from the house of Vince Camuto. We have Vince Camuto for him and Vince Camuto Solare. So this one is a very nice introductory leather scent. It smells very fresh and kind of a very nice mild leather note. I really like this, very mature, great for the office. And Solare, imagine Thierry Mugler Ultra Zest, but spicier. So if that interests you, then go check this one out. This has cardamom and chili pepper note in it, so it's a very spicy orange sweet scent. Both work very well in the autumn time. Alright, number 19 is from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. They will do very well on this list right here. This is L'Homme Parfum Intense. This is the flanker to L'Homme, and I very much like the dry down of this. This is definitely two sides of a coin. The opening smells like grape bubblegum, kind of weird. It has a sickly white floral amber type thing, which I don't really like, but in the dry down, I have to wait for this one to really enjoy it on my skin, because in the dry down it becomes very rich, woody, and spicy. I have really good memories of wearing this around Thanksgiving time. It just has a really cozy, nice, rich, warm appeal to it. Alright, number 18 spot, I have a two-way tie. These are brothers, if you will. We have Bulgari Man and Bulgari Man in black. Now, I'll start off with Bulgari Man. This is a very nice woody and honey scent, yet still remains fresh, really good for the daytime. And this one is a much darker blend. It has rum, leather, spices, and tobacco, and really makes a very elegant and sophisticated masculine scent. I think this one works really good in the nighttime or dressed up scenario, so both of these work in tandem very well in the fall time. Alright, are you ready to spice things up with my number 17 spot? This is from the house of Costume National Homme. Wow, what an amazing niche fragrance, guys. This is quite possibly the strongest fragrance on this list. It is extremely strong in the projection category. It kicks out like a beast. Great for outdoor, very cold weather. If you like the note of cloves, you'll really enjoy this one. This is really a clove bomb. It smells sort of similar to Musk Ravageur by Frederic Malle, but it also has sandalwood and some cinnamon in there, tongue-tied. And this is a very nice fragrance for the autumn, guys. Only outdoors. When I'm feeling a little bit daring and a little bit spicy, this is always one that I go for. I will say this fragrance is one of the best niches I've tried this autumn, and it was my whole purpose for trying out new fragrances is just to find these really amazing hidden gems in the niche realm. Alright, let's move on to my number 16 spot, and this fragrance is a clone, if you will, or a copy of a very popular fragrance from the house of Thierry Mugler known as Pure Havane. You probably know what this is by now. This is Insurrection Wild. For the price that you can get this at, and for the quality that is in here, I think it's a very good steal. This obviously smells like Pure Havane, which is cherry and French vanilla. The cherry and tobacco are kind of synthetic at the top, but just wait, because in the dry down this becomes the most gorgeous, delicious, decadent, amazing French vanilla you have ever smelled. It's awesome. I really like this on cooler, kind of rainy autumn days. This really has a warming effect, and I said it's very good for the price. So number 16, Insurrection Wild. Whoa. Okay, this is gonna be my number 15 spot, and this is my most worn, warmer weather fall scent. Okay, this is from the house of Hermes. This is Terre de Hermes Eau Très Fraîche. So obviously a fresher version of the original Terre de Hermes. You still have that vetiver, very masculine, woodsy DNA in there. However, this is loosened up with a very nice lemon and lime citrus blast up top. But really, really good stuff, guys. When it's been very warm in the autumn time, on those kind of hot days where summer says, okay, I'm still here, this is the one I go for, because it still sort of has a nice fall appeal, but at the same time, it's not super strong, and very nice. I find this works best in a little bit more higher class settings. So number 15, TDH Trays Fresh. Ooh, getting cold out here. Ooh. All right, now coming in at number 14 from the house of Polo, this is Supreme Leather. Now, Polo Supreme Leather has a very special place for me. This is exclusively fall and very exclusively around the Halloween time of the year, because as a kid growing up, I really remember this clay pumpkin that we used to have, this little clay pottery pumpkin, and inside, every year we would put vanilla candles, and each year they would melt and make this huge glob of like hardened candle wax. And I just smell that, and that really reminds me of Polo Supreme Leather. It's got this creamy, syrupy, sweet vanilla scent, but also has like a pumpkin spice sort of a edge to it, which I really, really enjoy. So if that interests you, then you really might consider checking out Polo Supreme Leather. Not really any leather that I get in there. This is a very comforting scent to me. This really sets me at ease, makes me think of home, and this is really one that I enjoy to wear, especially around Halloween time, because it just brings back those good memories. So Polo Supreme Leather, my number 14 spot. My number 13 spot now. This one, I'm kind of sad that it's this low on the list, but I will explain why. Let me show you what it is right now. This is 1 Million Privé from Popular Bond, the newly released 2016 edition. So, this is similar to Dior Homme Sport. Wait a second, I'm not out of my mind. This is similar, not in the way it smells, but in the way that it's situated in my top 20 seasonal lists. Take Dior Homme Sport, for instance, because these two share a very similar problem. Dior Homme Sport, very, very good for the spring, also very, very good for the summer. Not great for either, right? This is a fall exclusive list, and same with like my summer and spring. Dior Homme Sport works great for both, but perfect for neither, if that makes sense. So this I could see working very well in the fall, also pretty good in the winter, but it's not perfect for neither, if that makes sense. So that's why this is kind of low, because I can equally wear this in the wintertime. I think it's very, very good for those in-between, end of fall, beginning of winter time, but this is just where it's situated in my list. As far as the smell, amazing. I love how this thing smells. Very warm, spicy cinnamons. To me, it smells like a fresh baked gingerbread cookie. It's amazing. So very good performance as well, and my number 13 spot. Sad that it's this low. Look for it on my winter list as well, but don't get me wrong, I absolutely love wearing this stuff. All right, coming in at number 12 is my last two-way tie on this list, and again, these two are both related to each other. I'm talking about Dior Homme and Dior Homme Eau. So, gotta give the credit to Dior Homme. Amazing juice. It's lavender up top. You got the rich, creamy iris, and then the cacao note, which is very powdery. And then you got the leather and the woods and the dry down. Very, very good stuff. I enjoy wearing this. Upper class events. However, this Dior Homme Eau, much more wearable in my opinion. I have reached out for this one a lot more than Dior Homme, just because I think it's loosened up with those citrus notes. I still get a very elegant, classy feel to it. It has actually a sexy edge to it, I think, in my opinion. Very, very nice. This actually smells similar to Dior Homme Intense than this does, in a weird way. I don't know, but I really love both of these in the fall time, so they're coming in at my number 12 spot. Alright, now coming in at my number 11 spot. Wow, this one, I know for a lot of folks, is going to be easily in their top 5. This one just sneaked out of the top 10, but don't get me wrong, it's still an amazing fragrance. This is another oil, and this is Thierry Mugler's Pure Malt. Wow, Pure Malt, a lot of hype has been conduced over this one over the past several years in the fragrance community, and I can definitely see why. It almost has a wet, boozy malt texture to it. When you spray it on, and when you roll it on in my case, it smells very, very good. It's very warm, rich, cozy, and I find myself reaching out for this one on those very chilly, rainy autumn days when I'm very close to a lot of folks. Very, very good close encounter scent as well, and can also be dressed up, which I think is very, very good. So a versatile autumn scent in Pure Malt. Just not my absolute favorite for the autumn, but every time I wear it, I'm like, wow, this is really good. So this is my number 11. Sad to see it not go in the top 10, but it's just how it is. Okay guys, we have now arrived at my top 10 favorite autumn fragrances. Thank you for sticking with me this far. I have a real treat to show you. All 10 of these are absolutely favorites of mine in the autumn time. They are all fairly diverse, and I'm really excited to show you some new fragrances that hopefully you can discover and try for yourself. Boom. Okay, let's go into this top 10 now with the only Tom Ford that made this autumn list. I think this is the best Tom Ford for the fall time, and this is Oud Wood. So Oud Wood, what more do I need to say about Oud Wood? It's the classiest, oud I've ever smelled. Normally, I'm not a big fan of oud. I think this is the only oud that I actually enjoy. It's a very fresh interpretation. It's very woody, creamy in the opening. However, this fragrance gets stronger with time. I have noticed that. And actually, as it dries down, the fragrance dries down. It becomes much more arid, dry, dusty, and spicy at the same time. So a very, very nice, well-blended oud fragrance, and I very much enjoy it for those high-class occasions, and it's got me some compliments too. So Tom Ford Oud Wood, don't sleep on this one. It's an amazing fall fragrance. Okay, now coming in at my number 9 spot, this has been claimed by the fragrance community as fall in a bottle. That's when you hear fall in a bottle, you pretty much always see this fragrance associated with it. This is Burberry's London. Do you really want to know what I get from Burberry London? Just leaves. I definitely can see the similarities. This really reminds me of what we're at here right now. A beautiful chilly fall day with the breeze, wet leaves underfoot. This also has sort of a pine tree, Christmas tree connotation to it because it has a sort of a pine needle balsamic smell. You get spices in here, you get woodiness, a little bit of smokiness, tobacco, some port wine. This has everything. This has very fond memories with me of Thanksgiving. Whenever I smell this, I just think about traveling up, visiting with my family for Thanksgiving, having a very good time. So Burberry London, definitely I enjoy wearing this in the cooler autumn weather, especially more towards November and as all the leaves are falling down like they're doing right now. So my number 9 spot. Okay guys, we are now getting deeper into the top 10 list. This is my number 8 spot, and this is a very easy fragrance for me to wear, and I think for a lot of people it's been out for quite a long time. This is Boss Bottled by Hugo Boss. So yes, this has been out for quite a long time, and to me, I don't know, when I was doing my original versions of this list, this was always in my top 5, but it just got pushed to the side because I have so many other amazing fragrances that came in before that I like to wear even more than this one. This one, when I smell it, just reminds me of a casual day in the autumn. Maybe it's a weekend watching a football game with some friends or something like that. It's got this very nice vanilla note. It's fruity with the apple, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of woods. Very well blended, but to me, at this point in time, it's been out for quite a long time. It's a little bit basic, a little bit bland, and flat on my skin. Still has pretty good performance, don't get me wrong, and I really enjoy wearing this one. It's so easy to wear, but this is only my number 8 spot, Boss Bottled. Okay, now my number 7 spot, you probably won't guess this one. I wouldn't even have guessed that this would have made it this high up on this list because I gave this sort of a mixed review, but this is from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme. Okay, so what more can I say about La Nuit? This has been one of the most hyped up, one of the most talked about fragrances ever, I think, honestly. A lot of really crazy stuff going on with this, with the batch reformulations. I have a 2015 batch, and I originally got this in the winter time. However, it just doesn't have the performance in the super cold weather, so I gave this a try in the autumn. Blown away. I've worn this actually quite a lot towards the close encounters scenarios, and it's worked very, very well for me. So La Nuit de l'Homme has got this cardamom note, soft, spicy, creamy, cakey, powdery, very, very nice, and has pretty good performance when you put a little bit of heat on it. So just give that a try. I was very surprised. This is definitely my wild card pick for this list. I would have not expected it to be this high, but here it is, La Nuit de l'Homme at number 7. All right, now my number 6 spot. This one holds a lot of memories with me. I originally got this last year, and I meant for it to be my number 1 signature fall scent, and it was. So whenever I smell this, it just really brings back some good memories of previous year's fall. And here it is right here, Polo Red by Ralph Lauren. Say what you want about this fragrance. Yes, it is pretty synthetic. Yes, it is kind of childish and overused, but I really like it. I don't know what it is. People like the way it smells on me. It's got a very kind of synthetic amber, grapefruit. It has cranberries in there, I think, coffee, patchouli, or whatever. It's just a very deep, sweet, rich scent. Not very spicy, but it just kind of reminds me of the color red. So, but not very good performance, I will admit. However, when I smell it, it just really brings back good memories of the autumn. And I wear this one very casual, just kind of hanging out. I wear this more for my own personal enjoyment. So my number 6 spot just sneaked out of the top 5. There it is. Boom, my top 5 has arrived. Wow, this is my fall of fame, if that makes sense. My hall of fame for the fall. And all 5 of these are in a whole nother league. They're on a different level. These are my top 5 that I must wear every autumn, regardless. These are ones that I just absolutely have fallen in love with over this year. So stay tuned, I have a real treat to show you right here. These 5 are some of the best of the best. Okay, as I said, these top 5 are in a league of their own. I reach out for these so much more than all of the other ones. These ones are my Hall of Fame for the fall of Fame as I'll call it. and this is no exception right here, a masterpiece in my eyes. L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. This is my favorite Yves Saint Laurent fragrance for a reason. My most complimented scent of 2016, if you don't know, now you do. It's a very creamy apple, ginger, you get a little bit of spices, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of woods and muskiness in there. Very well blended, very well balanced and composed. It projects very nicely off my skin, and I wore this so much. This has to be one of my most worn autumn scents. Whenever I don't know what to wear, boom, L'Homme will get the job done for me. This is my favorite work scent as well for the fall time. Couldn't be worn indoors or outdoors for me, doesn't matter. Warmer fall weather, cooler fall weather, it does it all for me. So L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent, my number 5 pick for the fall. Okay, let's get this party started. This is really what this fragrance makes me want to do whenever I smell it, party. This is from the house of Carolina Herrera. This is CH Man. Again, a very, very popular fragrance in the community. Another victim of a supposed reformulation and rebranding. So I have the pre-reformulated version right here, and I absolutely love it. You can see by the color of the juice, very dark. And CH Man, wow. I love this for the fall time. It really has a nice leathery scent to it. It has leather, sugar, like a burnt sugar, and vanilla. All those combine to make a very sweet yet masculine scent. Very, very good for the close encounter situation. I've used it a lot for that, and I gotta say, guys, it works very well. Trust me on that. This works very well in close encounters. That's all I need to say about that. And other than that, the longevity is always pretty good. Struggles to project at times on my skin, but I very much like it for those going out situations. So Carolina Herrera CH Man is my number 4 fragrance for the autumn of 2016. Okay, so here we are. Thank you for staying with me all the way up to this top 3. These top 3 are something special to me. And let's kick it off with my number 3 spot. This is from the house of Viktor and Rolf. This is Spice Bomb, another fragrance oil right here. So Spice Bomb, as we all know, is a very good spicy scent. Just like the name would suggest, it's a bomb full of spices. You get saffron in there, pink pepper, paprika, tons of spiciness, some sweetness, cinnamon as well. Very good performance. I actually wore this yesterday and it lasted all day on me with amazing projection. So Spice Bomb by Viktor and Rolf for a long time. My favorite going out fall scent, outdoor chilly weather, smells really like autumn to me, and this is my number 3 spot. So really, really good stuff, and I've worn it quite a lot. This has definitely been a dumb reach for me whenever I haven't really known what to wear and I'm doing something outdoors. Spice Bomb just gets it done for me. Wow, my number 2 spot. This one, for the longest time, was going to be my number 1. However, I just recently discovered my number 1, which you will see, and it just absolutely pushed this one to the side. Don't get me wrong, I love this stuff. It has been my go-to scent so far this autumn, just because I've had it longer than my number 1, and I very much respect it. I respect what it does and what it tries to do. And this is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. It is the one. This is the Eau de Toilette. If you watch my review about this, you will know I much prefer the EDT over the newly released Eau de Parfum, just because I like the grapefruit in the opening. It's a little bit spicier, which I enjoy. Amber and tobacco, mainly what you're going to get from this. It's a very manly scent, can be worn to any situation. This is my signature scent for the autumn. Dolce & Gabbana the one. What more do I need to say about this? It's a very well-respected scent in the community, and it's done me very, very well this autumn. I cannot complain about it. I really, really like this stuff. And it's a very, very beautiful blend right here. I think it's very much worth the price. Pretty good performance on me as well. Nothing to complain about, and it's an awesome pick for the fall. But my number 2, because my number 1 just blew it out of the water, and you will see why. Okay, now we are finally here. I've been waiting 19 spots to show you this pick right here. Like I said at the beginning of this video, my whole theme was kind of rediscovering more niche scents and very high quality, sophisticated fragrances this autumn, and this is really a home run in my opinion. This is from a very popular niche house, but this one often gets overlooked. I don't hear too much talk about this one, but I would like to change that. I would like to start up a hype train with this thing right here. I think it's pretty much the best that I've smelled from this line, hands down. It's an amazing autumn scent, the best I've ever tried. And ready for this? From the house of Parfums de Marly, this is Habden. Oh yeah, Habden is my favorite fall scent of 2016. I can't even go into words of how much I love this stuff. It is ridiculous. Parfums de Marly Habden is an amazing blend of caramel, apple. It has a very rich, smoky sweetness from the myrrh and frankincense. Also a spiciness from the saffron. All these combine to make a very rich, deep, but yet warming and just such an appealing scent. I absolutely love this stuff right here. I might just have to buy a full bottle of it. I don't care how expensive it is. This stuff is really worth it in my opinion. Performance all day, every time, 12 plus hours. And I've worn this to my very special fall occasions. I've worn it night outs, hanging out with friends, just in the very cold autumn weather. This is now my new favorite fragrance for fall of 2016. This autumn has been much cooler than previous years, so maybe that's why this list has more of those cooler fragrances in it, and that's just where I've found myself gravitating towards these very nice, very warm, rich, high quality scents. So Parfums de Marly Habden, I'm almost out of this sample. I'm gonna pick up a bigger size. This is my #1 fragrance for the fall of 2016. I love it, I've been wearing it a lot, and I'm just so giddy with excitement with this one because I'm just so happy I found a gem from this house. I absolutely love this one. Can't do without it. This just really rocked my world, completely took over all my other collection, and I think I talked too much about this. Look for a review coming up very, very soon of this one. I'll go very much into depth of why I love this so much. But for now, I'm gonna leave you with that. This is my #1 scent for the fall of 2016. This is an absolute must try. You have to smell this one, please. So I wanna thank you for staying tuned for this kind of a long video. But let me know what you thought about this video in the comments down below, and what is your favorite fall fragrance of 2016 this year? Let me know about that in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later with another video pretty soon. Enjoy the fall as much as you can because winter is on its way and some very cold weather along with it. Peace out, I'll see you later.